because my children are right out there ready to scream at any moment. But I thought I would just play around with Pincha today, form a balance, form stand. And if you find that interesting, then join me. I'm gonna grab some blocks to start off. I think this practice will probably be a little bit on the shorter side, more intense side. So if that sounds appealing, come on. All right, I'm gonna grab some blocks. You don't need blocks. Take your knees a little bit wider. And then elbows, right? So it could be regular child's pose if you wanted to. So bringing the elbows up and then pulling your butt back. Hands can come to the tops of the shoulders. And then here, just start your breath. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale, fill up your back. Exhale, feel heavy, like you're really sinking into it. And you let the breath take over. You let it clear your mind, fill you up, and release what you don't need. And I know it's really hard to find a clear mind right now, so it is just a practice. Again and again you try. As your mind comes back into chatter, you come back to your breath. You invite in what you need in this moment. And then go ahead and just stretch the arms out. Palms flip up to the sky. So that's coming from your shoulder. Can your whole shoulder roll out on both sides? And feel like you're moving your shoulders away from the ears. So the top of the shoulders, neck to shoulders, gets really broad, really long, really open. Just another couple of breaths here. Keep trying to rotate your thumbs towards the floor, so palms are up, helping to find that openness through the neck and through the shoulders. And then just let that go. Let it soften. Let your whole self just be soft for a moment. And from here, we'll rise up. And just come on over to all fours and any kind of cat-cow that's working for you. So round your back, let your head go. Wiggle your hips. Oh, move in and out. I'm going to come into down dog. Bend your knees, straighten your legs, lift your heels, drop your heels. Wiggle your hips. It's a lot of hip wiggling. Come forward, hands and knees. And then take your right arm up to the sky. So I like to take my knees a little bit wider, stretch up, let your left ear dip to your left shoulder, pinch your shoulder blades together, and then just a big circle, like big loop. Oh. And then move it in the opposite direction. And then from here, thread the needle. So if your head doesn't come all the way down to the ground, what's gonna get it there? A block, a pillow. And now move your hips to the right. Your left hand can keep pressing into the ground to find that revolution of your heart to the sky. And just breathe. You can get fancy-pantsy with it if you want. You can take your bind, whatever you need. Add in what you want, let go of what you don't. And then pressing into the left hand, right arm all the way up to the sky. Oh, let it come down. Other side, left arm to the sky. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Make sure you're not dumping weight into your right shoulder. Let your head hang. And then big circles. Whoosh it around. Opposite direction. And then stretch up, heart to the sky. And then thread your needle. Scoot your hips to the left. You can press your right hand into the ground. Maybe it's further forward. Does that feel good? Feet are actively pressing into the ground. You are actively breathing in, actively breathing out. You are right here in your body, in this moment, creating some good stuff. Pressing hand into the ground, take it back up to the sky, open chest, and just let it go. All right, I'm gonna stay this way. So, things can always be more challenging or less, just depends on what you want. Okay, so with your shoulders directly over the wrist, you're going to walk your knees back a little bit, so we have room. And you're going to think about squeezing your elbows towards each other. So instead of going out to the side, dropping your elbows, you're going to think about squeezing your elbows and landing them, okay? So knees are back a little bit, land, press through all 10 fingers. So if you look at your hands right now, your fingers are really spread wide, okay? And you go down and you go up. And you engage your abs. And we don't let anything collapse. And if you're like, oh, this is so easy, I want it to be more challenging, drop your elbows. Oh God, I'm not gonna be able to look it up. Squeeze and press up. Drop your elbows. Ah, squeeze and press up. Drop your elbows. Squeeze and press up. Let's do 5 more. Down, squeeze and press up. Down, squeeze and press up. I think that's 3 and 4. Last one, 5. Do you feel that? I do. Child's pose, hands by your ankles. Take a breath in, let that breath go. Come back to your breath. All right, down dog. Spread your fingers wide, hug your navel in. Take the right leg to the sky and just bend and open up, stretch. If you are dumping weight into your left shoulder, is it on purpose? And can you lift out of it just a bit? And then just a big circle. Right knee comes in and around. Nothing else is moving, just that right leg. Reverse it. And then let's step the right foot between the hands. Soften your left knee down, lift up your heart. Stretch out your right leg, pull your hips back. Pull your hips back and over to the right just a little bit. Bend back into the knee, take the right arm up to the sky, open twist, breathe. Right hand comes behind your head, press your head into your hand, open up just a little bit more. Just breathe. Carefully let it come back down. Squeeze the inner thighs, press through those left toes all the way back. Hug your navel in so we're not dumping right, or lift it. And then bend the elbows and open up your heart to today. Let's see the beauty in this moment. Let's see the beauty in ourselves. And let's share that with everyone else. Interlace your fingers, move your fists back, more of an open heart. Woo, let it go. Lift up your back knee. Squeeze the inner thighs to lift up the foot. Step it back down, dog. Plank on the inhale, roll out. That was an exhale. Exhale all the way down, belly chest. From your toes, hug your navel in, roll the shoulders, baby cobra. So it's so light in your fingers. Pinch your elbows together. Exhale, let your forehead come down. Push up all fours, back to child's pose. Down dog. Left leg to the sky, bend and open, just a big stretch. Let your head go, circle out your ankle. And then just big circles. Reverse those circles. Shut the foot between the hands. Back knee down. So as I straighten out my left leg, I'm also going to pull the hips to the left a little bit. And then as my left hip pulls to the left, can you also then imagine pulling the right hip to the right? So there's just space created in the low back. If none of that makes sense, just do it. Just do the move that you're doing and breathe into yourself. We'll bend back into the left knee, take a swirl, left arm to the sky. This could be enough. Or hand comes behind and your head and that pinch of your shoulder blades gives you a little bit more space. Breathe in and out. Find and create. So you find your breath and you create ease. Hand comes down to the ground. Lift up, oh no, I lied. Squeeze the inner thighs, hands to the sky. Okay, then again, we're pulling the navel in, lifting out of the hips, and at the same time sinking. Bend the elbows, open up your heart. Wiggle around some. Interlace the fingers, switch up the grip of the fingers so you've interlaced the fingers opposite. And you're breathing. Hands come down to the ground. So if you're not on blocks, does fingertips give you some more space, or your fist? Lift up the back knee. Squeeze the inner thighs. Think of cat pose. Your low back rounds a little bit. Lift the foot. Step it back, down dog. Here, be right there with your breath. And inhale, forward to plank. Belly and chest. Press through the feet, hug the navel, roll shoulders, baby cobra. Stay. Pinch the elbows back a little bit more. Extend the arms. Breathe. Can you lift your sternum higher? Reach back further through your fingertips. Let it go. Bend the knees, rock side to side. Child's pose. Down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more adventurous here. So, let me just do it one time, watch. Right leg to the sky. You can do exactly the same thing, knee to nose, step the foot forward. Or, try both elbows at the same time. It could be one, and then the other. Squeeze the elbows, same thing that we did before, but now we've got a leg up. Is this enough? Can you hop your left foot in a little bit closer? Just really reach up. So see this right leg? Reach up. All right, so if you're not already here, let's start together. Down dog. Right leg to the sky. Look forward. 10 fingers strong. Bend the elbows, squeeze them together as they lower down. Walk them in a little bit closer maybe. Right leg, reach it up. Maybe hop your left foot in a little bit closer. Don't let your shoulders collapse. Just breathe here. 3, 2, and 1. You ready to get a little bit tricky? Now press into your hands. Can you lift your elbows? Step the foot forward. Stay here and breathe, or we're going back and forth. Ready? Lift, elbows down, leg up. We'll do it a couple times so you can practice. Knee to nose, step it forward. Lift, down, lift, forward. 2 more. Lift, down, lift, forward. Last one. Woo, and bring it forward. Back knee down, squeeze the inner thighs. Arms up, big breath in, open heart. Exhale, top of your mat, forward fold, bend the knees, let your head go. Half lift, inhale. Let it go, exhale. To the sky, rise all the way up. Let's bend those elbows again. Back to the sky, inhale, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, down. Left foot steps back, inhale. Right foot down dog, exhale. Plank on the inhale. Exhale all the way down. Baby cobra from your feet, shoulders back, lift. Exhale, lower. Baby cobra, lift. Hold, squeeze. Elbows pull, back is strong, hands extend. Keep lifting and reaching, breathing. Super strong. Let it go. Is up dog in you? Press down, rise up, big breath in. Stay for the exhale. If you're into your shoulders, can you lift out of them? Open heart. Exhale back, down dog. Breath in, breath out. So you could totally just step the foot forward. None of this arm work is necessary. All right, but if you're ready, left leg to the sky. Look forward. Think of squeezing your elbows together to land them. Hop your right foot in a little bit closer and just be here for 3. So we are reaching through the left toes. We're not collapsing the shoulders. 2 and 1. Press to the hands, knee to nose, step the foot forward. Okay, just hang out here. Or press, lift, elbows down, leg up. Press, forward, lift, elbows down. So fun. Whew, a couple more. And through. Holy cow. And up. And down. Drop the knee down. Breathe in. All the way up to the sky. Bend your elbows. Open up your head. Hands come down. Lift the back knee. Top of your mat fold. Let it all go. Just breathe. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. To the sky, rise. Inhale. Catching hands as you dive down. Exhale. Let your head go. Hands down. Left foot steps back. No, doesn't matter. Right foot steps back. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, belly chest. Press to the feet. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Do it again. Shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Squeeze those elbows. Reach. Breathe. Press through your pinky toes. Wrap the arms together. Lift up your heart. Breathe. And let it go. Up dog. Down dog. One breath in. One breath out. One breath in. One breath out. Right leg to the sky. Bend and open. Knee to your left elbow, cross the body. Square off your shoulders, reach your heart forward. Take it back to the sky, bend and open. Same thing, exhale, cross to the left elbow, reach your heart forward. One more time, take it up. We're gonna go for fallen triangle, or you just modified side plank by dropping the right knee. Exhale, touch your left elbow. Stretch out the right leg, drop your back heel, lift up. Open up your heart, maybe hand behind the head. Hand comes down to the ground, hug the right knee in, all the way up to the sky. Okay, just one of these. Elbows down, hop your left foot forward. Okay, now this time, if you want, can you lift your left tippy toes? Lift, 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 lift. Knee to nose, step the foot forward. Like I said, one more time. Take it back up. Maybe it's a hop. Step the foot forward. Whew. Back knee down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, top of your mat, let it go. The breath creates the ease. Half lift and lower. Rise to the sky all the way up. Exhale, catch hands as we dive down. Is the breath there? If it's not, slow down. Hands to the ground. Left foot steps back. Okay, we're gonna rise up here. So left hip pulls forward, right hip pull back. Think of using your low belly. You can even drop or bend the back knee. Squeeze to lift all the way up. Breathe. Up. And hips go down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open up your chest. Straighten out the front leg. Maybe you have to ground through your back heel. Dive. It could be a ½ inch. Right knee is not locked out. If your flexibility allows, you go deeper. Bending back into the knee. Scoot that back foot back. Inhale, arms up. Warrior 2, exhale. Slow down. Reverse your warrior, inhaling. Side angle, exhale, hips pull back. You've got the pinky edge of your left foot grounded, and that line goes all the way out through the fingertips. Straighten right leg, pull up, pull back. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Right foot steps back, plank. Drop both elbows down to the ground. Okay, so your butt's up a little bit. Walk your elbows in a little bit closer, 10 fingers strong. As we walk our feet in, we walk our head, pull your head through. So walk feet in. Can your head go, can your ears be on the other side of the arms? And then walk it back, maybe all the way back to more of a plank. Walk your feet in. So you could totally just be holding your plank, right? Keep it going. I don't know where our music went. Could you even hear it? All of the questions. Walk it back. Hold your forearm plank. Lower down. Bend the knees, let the legs rock from side to side. Whew. Press into those toes. Hands slide back, inhale, full cobra, up dog. Stay for the breath. Down dog. Reset your breath here. Maybe it's child's pose that you prefer. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. All right, here we are again. Left leg to the sky, bend and open. And exhale, touch the right elbow. Shoulders are square, reach your heart forward. Take it back to the sky, all the way up. Exhale, same thing, hug. Last one. So this is where you could definitely drop the left knee and just take a modified side plank, or exhale, straighten the leg out. Drop your right foot just like a warrior 2 and lift to go up and over. If you too have a wall, press into it. Breathe. Come back down, hug it in, all the way up. Here we go. Okay. Left or elbows are down. Walk them in a bit closer. Maybe the right foot comes in. So on this one, lift as high as you can go on your right toes without collapsing your shoulders. For 3 and 2, could you go higher? And 1, now exhale, step it forward. We only have 1 more. Take it back, drop down. Maybe this one's a little bit of a hop. Step it forward. Back knee down, arms up, breathe in. Top of your mat, push off, let your head go. Slow down. This is a lot. Doesn't have to be a lot. If it's too much, it's too much. Slow down. Modify. Honor yourself, honor your body. Half lift and fold. All the way rise. Exhale, take it back down. Right foot steps back. Okay. Take a moment here, and maybe the blocks will help a little bit if you need them. So we're pulling our right hip forward, the left hip back. There's that little feeling of pulling the low belly in. Shoulder blades are back. And then use the strength of the legs to bring you up. And just to breathe. To be in this space for a moment. If you need to, you can bring that back foot in. If you don't, you don't. Hands interlace, heart lifts, pull back through the left hip. Don't lock the knee out. You can still wiggle your left toes. Breathe. Bend into the left knee, squeeze the inner thighs, rise up. Warrior 2, open up. Pinky edge down. You're in the center. Reverse it, go back. Side angle from that pinky edge. Hips pull back from that pinky edge all the way up through the fingers. Pull your low belly in. Spin your heart to the sky. Could you go a little bit deeper into that front leg? Straighten it out. Woo. Exhale, hands come down. Plank on the inhale, hold. Breathe. All right, elbows down. Walk them in a bit closer. Let's see how far we can bring our feet in. And now, with those thumbs, can you Open up your shoulders away from your ears. Push yourself through. Maybe you can stay and walk your feet in a little bit closer. Keep pulling your chest, pushing your chest close to those thighs. Lift up through the sitting bones. 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet out. Flop yourself down. Breathe. Arms come out like a T. Gaze to the left. Bring the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Just a shoulder stretch here. Walk your fingers out to the right, lifting the left leg. Honor your shoulder. If it is not happy, it is not happy. Adjust. Breathe. Pulling yourself back through the center. Left arm comes out, right arm comes in. Keep walking your left fingers out, out, out. Right leg comes over. Come back to center. Bring both hands underneath the forehead. And just breathe. Bring the hands a little bit lower than the ribs. Baby Cobra, press through the feet. Hug your navel in. Pinch the shoulder blades together. Wrap the elbows together. Lift your sternum forward and up. This is enough. Hands can reach back. Feel like you're kind of reaching back a little bit more. This is enough. Without letting the inner thighs spin down, keep them spinning to the sky. Could you maybe lift your legs? Breathe. And let it go. Just close your eyes and feel your heart beating. And feel your breath moving. And slow down. Bend the knees, let the legs rock from side to side. Press your hands in. Gently pull up to hands and knees. Hips go to the right, hands to the left. Come back through the center, other side. Okay, I can't see your response, but do we have one more in us? I think your response is yes, right? Do I have one more round? That is the question. Meet me in down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Bend the knees, lift your hips up and back. Wiggle your bottom. Draw those front ribs in, solid and strong. Right leg to the sky, bend and open. Okay, we're gonna do fallen triangle one more time. If you like to keep the right leg floating, you certainly can. And then we're gonna flip our dogs, maybe. Exhale, tap. So maybe my right leg doesn't even touch the ground. Heart's forward. Back up, all the way up and over. Possibly flip your dog. And there's our wall again. Oh, breathe. Breathe in all the goodness. Kick it back through. Right leg to the sky. Squeeze the elbows as you lower them down. Left foot comes in, maybe closer. Maybe that's it. You're at your max already. Right leg to the sky, left toes. Look forward. Now here, can you use your right leg to kick you up, to kick you up, to kick you up, to kick you up? It's reaching. Try it a couple times, and then we'll just step it through. Press through the hands, step the foot forward. Find your breath. Rise, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Right hand comes to the sacrum. Lift up your heart, up and back. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Breathe. Both hands to center, straighten right leg, hands behind the back. This time, as you lift your heart, bend into the right knee. Push off that left toe. Fly. Keep your heart up. Can your hands come off your butt? Can your left inner thigh spin to the ceiling? Can you crash down? Reverse your warrior. Woo! Take it back. Side angle, pull the hips. Stretch over. Right leg straightens, pull up, pull back. Left hand meets right toes, spin. Big open heart. Exhale, dive down. Let's give this a moment. Hips can wiggle from left to right, right to left. And then pull the hips a little bit more to the right. Walk your hands over to the left. You might even bend your right knee some. Your head can rest in your right bicep. And then take it to the other side, bending into the left knee, walking the hands over to the right. And then take it back to center. Okay. Step back to plank. Let's lower our knees first. Elbows down. Interlace your fingers. You can do it with hands down too, but let's interlace. Okay. So we are going to come, maybe you don't want your knees off the ground. We're going to come forward. And I know it's hard. So I could be collapsed here, or I could be pushing out. It's really just through my shoulders. So we're gonna try to push out, come forward as far as we can go, lowering while still pushed out, and then push ourselves back. So it's never this collapsing and moving forward. It's always this feeling of push, like you're taking cat. Could do it in plank too. Ready? Let's try for 5. Maybe you're like, nope, 10. Maybe you're like, nope, I'm gonna watch. Forward, forward, forward. Push back. 1. Walk your elbows in a bit closer. Forward, 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 forward. Push back. 2. Oh, man. Forward, 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 forward. 3. Forward, forward, forward. 4. Last one. I think I can. Forward, forward, forward. Oh, push back. And done. Child's pose. Hands by your ankles. Let's press up to the shins. Bring your knees in closer, all the way up. Just look for length. Sternum to the sky. Sit back down. Just again, those pauses. Those pauses to connect, those pauses to check back in, those pauses that you're not moving so fast that you're not thinking. Down dog. Breathe. Okay, so this is side or fallen triangle. Maybe your left leg never touches the ground. Down dog could just be side plank. Not just, that's a lot too. Take it up and back. Okay. We go for the right elbow. We might stretch it out and lift up. Get that lift though. Hand down, all the way up and back. Optional, flip your dog. Push up and over. Breathe. Flipping back. Okay. The last one of these, I promise. Yeah. Elbows down. Okay. Right foot comes in as close as you can, lift to the toe, lift. So the action is this top leg. It is lifting me and moving me. Can you do it? Can you reach? Use that left leg to pull you. Maybe you're like, oh, it's another option, right? I lift and I bring my right heel to my butt. Because that way you don't have the weight of the right leg pulling you back down to the ground. Okay, here we go. Press into the hands, step the foot forward. Breathe. All the way up to the sky. Left hand to the sacrum. Lift up As the hand can help push your hips forward, perhaps look over the left shoulder. Both hands up, straighten leg. Bring your back foot in. I'm shaky. Are you shaky? Switch up. Hands could be at your hips. Forward, forward, forward. The heart is up. Lift. Right inner thigh spins to the sky. Heart stays up. Breathe. Use the muscles of your back leg. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Straighten left leg, pull up, pull back. Right hand meets left, toes in. Take it down. Stay in your fold. Breathe. If you want a little bit more, let's come into the wide leg splits. And that is very slippery. So pull your weight into your heels a little bit, so your butt's gone back. Walk your hands forward. And then maybe the elbows down. Keep the pinky edge of the foot down. That was a great example of what you should not be doing. All right. So as your hips pull back, your heart reaches forward. And the balance is the effort and the ease. So if I was flexible enough to come all the way down, I mean, obviously there's different takes on this, right? If you just wanted that, sure. But even if I could, I would use the inner thigh muscles to keep up and lift it a little bit. You can kind of test by, can you lift your arms up? And then find the breath, create the ease, pause, the moment to reflect. The moment between action and reaction. Carefully coming up. Oh, feet come closer. Heels in, toes out. Just bend into one side and then the other. Come back together. Toes in. Let your head go. Wiggle those hips a little bit side to side. And then walking back up. Okay, so last adventurous round. You could move yourself to a wall and try to kick up. You could just keep doing it in the middle of wherever you are, your room, outside. If you're on a wall, you bring yourself into your wall and try to use that top leg, okay? Get you up there. And then the other one can join. And then if you feel like you're dumping weight into your shoulders, lift out of it. And just hang. If you're able to get up there, hang out there to build the strength, right? Without collapsing, to build the strength and the flexibility. If we're back to the center of the room, let's try it. I ended up with, bring the heel towards your butt. Okay. Or hold dolphin. You don't have to jump. Just hold dolphin. That does wonders. So I'm gonna walk in closer, take my right leg up, lift to as high as I can, and then as the right leg lifts me, squeeze the left one in too. Everything goes up. Reach through the toes and then maybe you got it. Another one that's kind of helpful is to think about, you could bend, because then it's not so straight. Squeeze the inner thighs. Just practice, a lot of practice. I'm done. When you're done, child's pose, hands by the ankles. And just breathe. spin it around, legs forward. So sitting bones walk back and out. Knees can be bent. And just hang out your take on a forward fold. Cultivate that breath again. How long can your inhale be? And your exhale. Wake up the love within yourself. Wake up compassion, empathy, oh, the empathy. The peace, the kindness. And then rising up. Let's just scoot so we're rolling down onto our backs. Rock the knees out a little bit. So I'm gonna do, this kind of action of bringing your hand back behind your head. And maybe it's more like this. That's what I'm gonna do here. So roll onto whatever. Let's say this is my right arm here. So I'm on my arm and I'm gonna bring it behind. And then one foot, like if this isn't okay, bring your arm out more or just don't do it, right? You can just find another sort of lay on your back stretch. And then just let your head, shoulders walk out away. Like if it's too much on your back, do it seated, right? And you could even do how we do the full bind. If that felt good to you, you could do that. And maybe the legs extend out. It doesn't feel good to me. And just breathe here for a little bit. Close your eyes. And from here, gently, feet come back in. Oh, roll yourself over. All the way over to the other side. Hand comes in, or you're seated, or you've got the full bind. Maybe this side will feel better. It's okay. And then, actually, no, it's terrible. But for you, it might feel amazing. Maybe the legs go out. A few rounds of breath. Softness, ease, release. Two more rounds. One more. Feet come in. Roll yourself over slowly. And then back to your back. Hug your knees in. And I will do a number 4 here. If you feel like you need to do pigeon or double pigeon, right leg crosses over. So the right knee, can you draw your low back, not so it's pushing into the ground, but so it's pulling towards the floor, just so those abs are engaged. Ribs are pulling in. And then imagine the right knee, foot's flexed, pulling forward, without your whole pelvis shifting. I know, it's a lot. It seems like it shouldn't be a lot. And it doesn't have to be if you're just like, enough. Ignore what I'm saying and find a number 4. Pull it into your chest if you like. Upside down pigeon if you like. And then letting all that go, just take a big twist. Between your right armpit and your right hip. Can you find more space? And back to center, knees in. Right foot down, left leg crosses over, reset. Maybe hug it in. Maybe you prefer upside down. Pigeon. BTW, that right leg, it doesn't have to be on the ground. If it's uncomfortable to float, you can prop it up on a pillow or something. I don't know why I just said BTW. Cross it over, twist. And then pull back to center. That's it for me. If you have anything else you want to add on, please do. Savasana, right? It's time for Savasana. So before we do that, you can stay laying on the ground. And bring your hands to heart, hand to belly. I'm going to actually do both hands to heart. Just close your eyes and feel. Feel what you feel in this moment. Joy, sadness, love, kindness, empathy, nothing at all, peace, content. I'm just content right now. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And then you continue on to breathe in what you do want to feel. And you breathe out what you have to give back to this world. To your friends, to strangers, to your neighbors. To the actual earth itself and all its beings, her beings. You breathe in what you need in this moment. You breathe out what you have to give. And you move into your Savasana with these two words floating through your mind. Namaste.